One of the most common questions we get from business owners is, what is my business worth? Or how do you value my business? How do you get to the purchase price? In this video, I'll walk through it very simply and very easily. So knowing that there are a ton of factors that go into valuing a business, the basics of it are like this. Most businesses that are established and are going to be transitioning ownership from a founder to a new buyer are going to go off of what's called a multiple of EBITDA. So EBITDA is the earnings plus the interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization that a business earns. When you have that EBITDA, you're going to then put a multiple on it. So what that means is let's use very simple numbers. If your business was doing $5 million a year in EBITDA and you put a 5 times multiple on that, your business would be worth $25 million. But it gets a little bit interesting, because how do we decide if the multiple is going to be 4, or if it's going to be 6, or if it's going to be 5, or even outside of those numbers? And really the simple way to figure that out is as follows. As a buyer, in the background, we're going to be going through calculations. We're going to put a certain amount of equity into the business and a certain amount of debt. And that equity has to be able to multiply over the years, or obviously we wouldn't be interested in the business. So depending on what the multiple is, and then also what interest rates are on the debt, we're going to get to a number that allows us to pay that loan off, but also allows us to make a return on the money we've invested. And when you run that calculation, which does get a bit complicated, we ultimately end up getting the multiple of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever it may be, depending on the size of your business and the industry. If the first question we get is, what is my business worth? The second question is going to be, do the assets get sold separately? And that includes the real estate. I'm going to make a whole nother video about this, but the short answer is the things that are used in your business to earn the cash flow, which is ultimately what a buyer is buying. That's equipment, IP, people, that all goes along with the business and is included in that purchase price. But real estate is not. So a land purchase would be a separate transaction. And ultimately, when you get down to the paperwork, it's going to be 2 transactions that are done. One for the business, one for the real estate. Now, if you have more questions about what your business may be worth, or you're interested in selling and exploring what a transaction could look like, feel free to reach out to us. We talk to business owners every day, and we love to talk to you too.